Welcome back to the Everything But the Bottle podcast, hosted by ttmath.com, the ERP through point of sale software that you need at your winery, brewing, distillery. Not because I'm the CEO of the company, but because you need to save on costs, from saving you on accountants, bookkeepers, to simply making sure you know where your products are and actually having your federal and state documents in order. ttmath.com is the home of the future. Today's tip that you need at your distillery is actually one that I dread. But hey, we're not here for what I feel. We're here to save you money. That is what we're all about. And if it doesn't work for me, it doesn't mean it won't work for you. You know that yeast? Repitch the yeast. Now, I know it sounds difficult. I always dreaded it. But it's not. And you're going to save a lot of money. Repitching yeast is one of the easiest things to learn. Just ask your wife who's busy with this sourdough yeast bread, okay? Took the world by storm, and I'm like, it's just fancy beer. Anyhow, the science behind repitching yeast is actually fascinating. Every single distillery, winery, brewery has a unique climate. That climate has a unique way of living, meaning the best way for the yeast to live, but it can take a cycle of 2-3 generations till it adapts to the environment. The wet weather, the dry weather, the salty weather. It gets stronger, survival of the fittest, and boom, you got the best yeast. Well, very well for you guys. It's actually super cool that a generation is about like 2-3 batches, not even, it could even be a one ferment, boom, 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 boom. Now, the trick is to harvest before they start dying out because of lack of sugar. And that will be at its strongest ferment. Okay, so watch it, and that's when you grab it. Now, if you get the strongest ferment, guess what happens? Those are also one of the strongest, and they can be harvested to produce the most and the best yeast for your location. Now, again, some yeast you can get repitched 5 to 10 times, and some wine yeast you'll only get 3 to 5. However, as always, I say distillers, guys, we are very lucky. Though they usually only say 3 to 4 times, but because they want to get higher sugars. But when you distill, you have room for error, like we heard from 3VR, Alex. That's one of the beauties of distilling. You distill, the alcohol comes out, and you can just then age it in a barrel and get it ironed out. Okay, it's not that simple, but it's that simple. So you can pay attention for when it's at its peak. You're going to harvest it, and then goes a big headache. Put it in the refrigerator for the week. Now, if you need to do it for longer, that's tough. Okay? You gotta keep it 32 to 38 degrees Fahrenheit. It's gonna stay cool. But if you want to do it for more than 5 days, you got 2 to 3 weeks. You gotta start putting acid, all different types of fun techniques. Not for me to explain here. Go to another YouTube channel or wait till we actually have a place to demonstrate, because I'm not gonna tell you things and you're gonna go, bling! I'm gonna sue you. You give me bad advice. Okay, so let's leave it out like that. And before you pitch it, you gotta check it. You might want to use a microscope, that tool, and check it out. If you think this is too stressful, don't worry. TG Math is going to help you out with all of this, keeping track, if it's working out, if it's not working out. But you got to run the cost analysis, how much time you're putting in. Don't hire someone, trust me, outsource the yeast for that. It's just an idea that you could do, unless you're massive. It's just not worth your headache. If you got to hire someone, the cost is prohibitive. But you never know. And again, as always, so local. There might be a hobbyist and come help you. Speak to a brewery down the block. You might have someone. Or the distillery brewery talk to the wineries to all to work together. It will grow your network. Bring people in. Post on TT Math community. I got a problem. I need help. You'll be surprised. People volunteer. People love. And everyone has a friend. And a friend brings a friend who brings a friend. Thank you very much. See you all tomorrow. And make sure you sign up for ttmath.com.